Sheltering in place for COVID-19 hasn't been that bad. There've been just a few adjustments to the normal routine. I've been getting a lot of regular chores done around the house. And tackling some that have been on my to-do list for quite a while, like organizing storage that's piled up over the years. Going through old family movies, I found the first complete film I ever edited. This was worth a look. It is set in ancient Greece. Some Greek official is hanging out at a temple, while a runner makes his way through the landscape to deliver an important message of some kind. Waiting, running, waiting, you get the idea. Seeing the film again was fun, but a memory from those many years ago was bothering me. Since there are only so many dishes to wash, I thought I'd connect with my friend Ariane, one of the actors who shot the movie with me, to chat about the project. He hadn't seen it for a long time.
I just sent you a link and you took a look. How was it seeing it again?
I hadn't seen it basically since you showed it on film to me back shortly after you filmed it and edited it. I had hair. That was a college class.
Right.
With me and Mouse.
This is Mouse. I'll get to him in a second.
Do you remember at all about that day?
I remember it was a little breezy. I remember it was a cool day.
I'm sure you that was your toga, your everyday toga.
Having come from a university environment, I understood the concept of toga very well. But it was basically, I'm waiting impatiently for someone to show up with a message.
Oh, could you describe the messenger?
Incredibly attractive young man who, kind of came huffing and puffing up the path finally with the message, the scroll.
The dashing young messenger was played by Mouse, aka Greg, my first love. We met in 1980 and were thick as thieves through college years. We made a pretty cute couple, and we knew it. We could almost rock these ridiculous matching tuxes for gay prom. Almost. Greg exuded light and joy. Everyone noticed. I learned so much from him. Back in COVID lockdown, I've been honing more thorough housekeeping skills. And like the rest of America, I've been perfecting my somewhat rustic culinary expertise. My stuff generally tastes fancier than it looks. And then there's the TV news. One item in particular rankles. After only several weeks, folks are already ignoring public health guidelines, going out in big groups without distancing or wearing masks.
This weekend announced a second peak of coronavirus cases in his state, blamed in part on a swim party that resulted in a cluster of new infections.
So when I see that on TV, I just think, gosh, these people, it's so simple what's being asked of them. Do you remember the early days before we even said HIV?
Oh, yeah, before it was named HIV, the gay cancer had come out, and it was really terrifying. We couldn't stand still. We had to do things. We were doing everything we could to educate people about how AIDS was transmitted and how to avoid it. And we just sort of watched the people in our community passing away.
The saddest thing that has ever happened to me has been losing my beautiful friend Greg during the HIV pandemic. He died, slowly and gruesomely, 7 years after shooting this footage. He was 27.
And if I had the opportunity to just wear a mask, and if Greg could be here because we just were wearing masks, it makes me sad and angry and judgmental.
Oh, yeah.
What message do you think Greg, who died of AIDS in 1992. What message do you think he would want to convey to the folks who are not taking COVID guidelines seriously?
Today, if he were to show up on the thing with the message, right here on the porch with the scroll, it would say, stay home, wear a mask, use your hand sanitizer, and don't hang out with a crowd of people.
Things will return to normal sooner or later. I'm not completely antisocial. One upside is that the house has never been cleaner. And I've realized we 50-plus somethings can shed light on how to get through the early days of a pandemic. Because we've lived through one already. And by that I mean some of us have. People may not want to listen, but sometimes reframing a problem is the key to solving it. Being open to a change of perspective can clarify priorities. Considering another angle can bring challenges into focus. One more thing. Greg would want you to know. Wear a mask, but also that life is not a given. He would remind, don't take anything for granted, and that loved ones are precious. He'd also say, try not to make Ariane mad. That's still good advice, too.